Last week we were talking about money, and we're going to continue to talk and build on money. This week we're going to wrap up our money, but today's lesson is going to focus on using coins and coming up with two different combinations to create the same value of coins. For example, if I wanted to come up with 25 cents, one combination that I would use would be a quarter. Now I can't use a quarter again because I've already used it, so the next combination I would use is 2 dimes and a nickel. And that is an example of what we will be doing once we get into our lesson for homework. But let's look at our application problem. Clark has 3 $10 bills and 6 $5 bills. He has 2 more $10 bills and 2 more $5 bills than Shannon. How much money does Shannon have? Let's focus on our question. What is it asking? It is asking how much money does Shannon have. We're talking about money, so we don't need to use a word label. We need to use a dollar symbol or a cent symbol. It is talking about bills, so we're going to use dollars. What does Clark have? Clark has 3 $10 bills and 6 $5 bills. He has 2 more $10 bills and 2 more $5 bills. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to write Clark. And I'm going to draw boxes for the bills. So it says he's got 3 $10 bills. So I'm going to put 10, 10, and 10. Okay, so he's got 3 $10 bills. And now it says that he has 6 $5 bills. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Sorry, it's getting a little sloppy, but I'm trying to make this where you can see it. There are his 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 $5 bills. Now it says that that Clark has 2 more $10 bills than Shannon. So Clark has 3 $10 bills minus 2 is going to be 1. So Shannon has 1 $10 bill. And then it says that Clark had 6 $5 bills, 2 more than what he has 2 more $5 bills than Shannon. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So that tells me that Shannon has 4 $5 bills. That's your application today. All you got to do is write down how much money that Shannon would have. You'll be able to find this question in Google Forms. I'm going to do this as an example, okay, because our homework in Google Forms is actually going to be within word problems. So as you can see, number 1, it is, here's 26 cents. 10, which is a dime, nickel, and a penny. So that is 10, 20, 25, 26. And the question over here says, what's another way to make 26 cents? I would say the easiest way to make 26 cents is to use a quarter that's worth 25 cents and a penny, which is worth 1 cent, and that equals 26 cents. So this is similar to what you're going to be doing, except you got to give 2 methods of coming up with an answer within a word problem. So I will show you the 2 problems that you're going to answer. Guys, don't pay any attention to the numbers 5 and 6. I'm going to number them on my Google Forms 1 and 2. But you can see it says Gretchen has 45 cents to buy a yo-yo. Write 2 coin combinations she could have paid with that equals 45 cents. You've got a box, but on Google Forms you're just going to have a method to show me how to get 45 cents 2 different ways. I don't care how you do it, but you need to come up with 2 different ways to equal 45 cents. And then on the second one, it says the cashier gave Joshua 1 quarter, 3 dimes, and 1 nickel. Write 2 other coin combinations that would equal the same amount of change. So what you have to do is you have to figure out what 1 quarter, 3 dimes, and a nickel would equal. And you cannot use that total, that value of the same coins. You have to come up with 2 total different combinations to get that value of coins. So once you figure out this amount, then give me 2 different values that equal that amount that is for the answer. These are going to be found on Google Forms. So for math today, guys, all you got to do is your application problem. 2 word problems. Both of those can be found on Google Forms. And wrap it up today with iReady Math for about 15 minutes. Happy mathing! Guys, we're at our activity and challenge time. Today's activity and challenge is I want you, if you are possible, to find somebody and play a board game. Yes, I said that right. Play a board game with somebody. And if you don't have a board game or you don't have anybody available to play a game with you, then I am going to challenge you to do 20 push-ups. Yes, that's right, 20 push-ups. I could probably do 20. Even if I got to take a little break, I could probably get 20 push-ups in. So activity and challenge today. Find somebody and play a board game. If you don't have the availability to do that, see if you can get 20 push-ups in and make them arms strong. Class, you have so many people out there that love and care about you. And I can't even describe the amount of people that come in and out of our classroom that are missing you and are thinking about you. So we've come to a time where we have our special message. I started it last week with Mrs. Brown. You have a special message today from Mrs. Bryant. So let's hear what Mrs. Bryant had to say for you guys.
Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here and say hello. I hope you guys got outside and enjoyed some of that really nice weather that we had last week. I'm really hoping that it will be nice again here soon so that everyone can get out and get some fresh air and some sunshine.
I really miss you guys. I miss being in the classroom with you guys and all of our laughing and goofing off and, of course, work with Mr. Elliott.
I really hope that you guys are healthy, that your whole families are healthy, and you guys are doing well. I cannot believe that the next time I will see you, that you guys will be in 3rd grade.
Some of you I've had since kindergarten, and that's crazy to me that next year you're going to be upstairs. Again, I just really miss you guys. I hope that you're happy and healthy and loved, and I look forward to the first day of school more than I ever have, because I know we'll see each other that day. So, love you guys, and I wish you well.
Well, guys, we wrapped up Ginny B. Jones last week, so I've got another read aloud. We've been talking about Cam Jansen. We've actually read a Cam Jansen book, so I grabbed, as I was leaving my classroom, I grabbed another Cam Jansen book. It's called Cam Jansen and the Mystery of the Stolen Corn Popper. So we're going to try to solve a Cam Jansen mystery. Chapter 1. Don't push, don't rush. There's plenty for everyone, a guard at the front of Binky's department store called out. A crowd of shoppers was trying to get into Binky's, and shoppers carrying large, full, green Binky shopping bags were trying to get out. Cam Jansen and her friend Eric Shelton were a part of the crowd going in. Maybe we should come back tomorrow, Eric said. We can't come back, Cam told him. We need notebooks and other things for school. Binky's back-to-school sale was written in large letters on a sign in the store window. Smart students and their parents buy at Binky's. Below, it was a long list of things on sale. It was late afternoon. Cam and Eric had just finished their first day of school. They were in the same 5th grade class. They squeezed through the front door. They walked down a wide aisle in the household helpers department. People were crowded around tables covered with aprons, pot holders, light bulbs, and can openers. Can you tell us where to find school supplies? Eric asked the guard. The guard was wearing a bright green uniform. Walk straight down this aisle until you come to a big gumdrop display. They're on sale, you know. Make a left turn after the gumdrops. Walk past chewing gum and taffy and you'll see a tower of notebooks. That's school supplies. Cam and Eric began to walk away. Oh, and don't take a notebook from the bottom of the tower, the guard said. If you can't reach the top, ask someone for help. Cam and Eric walked toward a table piled high with bags of gumdrops. People were crowded all around the table. As Cam and Eric walked past the table, they heard a woman counting, 11, 12, 13. I wonder what she's counting, Eric whispered to Cam. I'm counting red gumdrops, the woman said. They're my favorites. Some packages have more than others. Cam and Eric turned left. They walked through the candy department past the chewing gum and taffy. There's the notebook tower. It's not so high, Cam said. But look at that long line of people waiting to pay for school supplies, Eric said. Eric reached into his shirt pocket. It was empty. He reached into both pockets of his pants. Did you bring the list? He asked Cam. I left mine at home. It's right up here, Cam said, and she pointed to her head. Cam closed her eyes and said, click. Cam always says click when she wants to remember something. It's the sound of the camera that the camera makes, she explains to people who wonder why she why she says it so often. And my mind is a mental camera. We each need 2 notebooks, Cam said, with her eyes still shut. A memo pad, 4 pencils, a large eraser, 2 blue pens, a ruler, index cards, and a large box of colored paper clips. Adults say that Cam has a photographic memory. They mean that Cam remembers just about everything she sees. It's as if she has photographs stored in her brain. Cam's real name is Jennifer Jansen. When she was very young, people called her Red because she had red hair. But when they found out about her amazing memory, they began calling her the Camera. Soon the camera was shortened to Cam. Cam opened her eyes. She and Eric took 2 notebooks from the top of the tower, and then they looked for memo pads. Excuse me, someone said. Sorry. Cam and Eric moved aside as a man walked past. He was carrying a big pile of school supplies, and he was reading from a list. Crowns, he said. Not a big box, but not a small box. Tape, paste, and colored pipe cleaners. The man looked on the floor near the notebook tower. He walked around the tower and then stopped. Someone took my shopping bag, he said. Cam looked at the man and said, click. Help, help, the man called. Someone stole my shopping bag. The man dropped what he was carrying and said, now don't anybody move until I get that shopping bag back. And that brings us to chapter 2. So obviously we have a mystery going on. Cam Jansen, photographic memory. She is saying click to help her remember what she has seen. And we'll pick up on chapter 2 tomorrow. That's Cam Jansen and the start of it. Who do you think took the bag? Homework recap for today, guys. On reading, you have Raz Kids. You got 1 story. All you got to do is listen to it. After that, you're going to get on iReady reading for about 20 minutes. And you're going to wrap up reading with a poem, The Life of the Cupcake. When you get to writing, you're going to do your journal entry. And then you're going to write a poem based on a small moment that you've had. Again, that small moment can come from today. It can come from yesterday, the weekend, whatever you choose fit. In math, you've got the application problem and a couple word problems found on Google Forms. And you're going to finish off with iReady Math for 15 minutes. And your activity and challenge today is going to be to play a board game. If you don't have a board game or somebody to play a board game with you, I'm challenging you to do 20 push-ups. Remember, strengthen them muscles. And that is homework for today. Happy learning, guys. Boys and girls, we've made it through all of our subjects today. We've had a special guest today. We had a message from Mrs. Bryant. I only have one thing left to say. That's a wrap. See you tomorrow.